Hi everyone, thank you for stopping at my channel today. I am Melissa J. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I got some amazing things coming to this channel, so just to get some updates and so you won't miss any topics, like and subscribe. Okay, today's topic I wanted to speak about pride for self and kind. Yes, pride for self and kind. I wanted to bring up that topic today because I see a lot of people not having pride for themselves, but also not having pride for self and kind. And you know what? The majority of people that I see, or should I say race, that are doing this is the so-called black race. Okay? I'm going to speak to them today. All right? Particularly. But they seem to not have a interest for one another. And that's because in this society, predominantly the powers that be are the opposite color of them, okay, which is a lighter color. So-called black people, they don't love each other. And most of them, they don't love themselves. And I'm going to need people not to be in their feelings about this topic today, because this is a very, very big major epidemic that is going on with self and kind. I have a big interest in myself and kind because you have to, in these last days, begin to not only love yourselves, but love one another. You are disrespecting each other, no matter if it's man disrespecting another man or a woman disrespecting another woman. Your children are copying that and they're doing the same thing. Every other race seems to have this down pat, but the so-called black man and the so-called black woman, that is a big problem with you. And I'm speaking about that because it needs to be brought out. Now, I don't know who's going to listen to this video today or whenever you come across this video, but obviously when you come across this video, you're going to come across it because you're supposed to come across this video because of what I am saying to you. You know that is true. It's real because that's what's going on in this society. And you can tell because most of the time you are more so being a servant to other races rather than having pride for your own race. And because you are doing it, this is why, you stay powerless. This is why this race stays powerless. This is why, most of the so-called black women are going out with other races because their men don't have pride in them, or the women don't have pride in their men. And it's done like that purposely because that's what society wants. But that's why I keep on speaking about in my other videos. I said, it's not about what society wants, okay? Because they already have power. The most power is you knowing yourself. And if you know yourself and you know the kind, meaning the suit that you were suited after, that's what you're supposed to follow. That's what you're supposed to have pride in. Not that the fact that to be disrespectful to other races or anything like that, but you must have pride in your own kind because it will strengthen you. That is a foundation that we all as one should be. But you don't want to do that. This is why we are at the bottom. I mean, I'm not going to say I am, because I do self-love myself and I have an interest for myself and kind. I have a highly respect of myself and kind. And also my pride for self and kind is very, very high. It's just that it's not many of us that are like that. There are a few, but it's not many. And to the point to where it's like, if we don't get it together, then we're going to diminish and we won't be anymore. And if you self-love yourself, then you wouldn't want that to happen. You will want to correct that. You will get this message and you will understand, to understand that that is the only way. Because I'm going to tell you, the first law of civilization is to know thyself. That is real. But a lot of people, they don't back that statement up with action, especially the so-called black race. They don't do that. And to be honest, the society actually named you the so-called black race. If you look at your skin, it's not even black. That would be knowing thyself. That's why I speak about self a lot. And I can go even further in telling you guys certain things, but I'm gonna keep it surface vision on the ear and surface vision within the external vision beyond the surface vision, if you know what I mean. Okay, so I'm gonna give it to you just in bits and pieces of what you will understand right now. And as I become growing on my YouTube page, I will give you more intel as I go further, because I see things that I can explain in a much more explainable way so other people can get as well. But a lot of you probably won't, because you will look at somebody like me and be like, oh, that's just another, black woman. Because it's not predominantly looked at in this society as a figure. And, I'm not trying to be that. But, however, I do care about myself, and kind. Okay? It's not a lot of figures out here for us to have pride in and have pride for. We'll sit up here and we'll disrespect each other, wherever we are, wherever place we're at. And we'll give the upper hand and down our own kind, when other races are around. And I'm not saying be racist and disrespectful, but you should have pride in your race. You should be very prideful with yourself and kind, no matter what tone they are. Okay, you should have pride, and you should love your hair. You should love your eyes. You should love your sister. You should love your brother. You should love to have natural born children. Okay, and not mixing them with other things that you just feel that you need to make them better, because that's what society puts in front of you. We need to stop doing that, especially women, And I don't, and I really don't want to say women, but I would say females, because a lot of you females, because you have that liberated mindset, you will look at somebody like me like, why is she talking like that? Who is she? Who does she think she is? She don't tell me what to do. Look, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, okay? But there is ones out there that don't have a voice, that wants somebody to speak up and speak out about the things that are going on in society. I be running into females a lot, as far as like if I'm somewhere out at a store, like I was telling y'all when I was at the store last week, that was very disrespectful to me. And the only thing I was doing was getting some ice. I can't even stand, in front of an ice machine to get some ice without being disrespected by a so-called black female. Because females will disrespect someone quick, because they're in that dark mindset, that dark state. The disrespect is coming a lot, but if she's seeing somebody like a Jill or a Judy or a Jennifer or something like that, she wouldn't have done that. She would have politely waited, because she is of a servant and not of a service, meaning the sourceful connection of her description of what she's supposed to be and what she's supposed to come here for. But if you have pride in your sister, okay, meaning of the same suit, the custom-made suit, no matter the features, meaning the arms, the hands, the eyes, the legs, the lips, whatever, the body parts, but the same suit, the same custom-made suit, probably got the same texture hair I have. I'm pretty dark-skinned for a woman, but I don't discriminate against no one. I love my sisters. I love my brothers. But we got too many that are so false, fake, and phony towards each other that it's like it's a it's a mishap there. It's not a connection there. And if you don't want to be that way, that's fine. But like I said, there are some out here that just don't have the voice to really speak, and they want to speak out, especially being a woman like I am. I'm not racist. I have respect for other people, long as that respect is exchanged. But I am seeing that mostly predominantly so-called black people, they don't have respect for one another. But when they see other races of people, they get out their way to disrespect their own kind, to respect something that basically in a society, the powers that be, they don't respect you. They don't. Let's be real about that. You only want to do it because you want it to feel like you want to make your life a little bit easier. But really, it's not. We're not teaching our future to be respectful to each other. That's why we got so many young men out here killing each other, because we don't have real men, okay, stepping up to the plate to show these men what to do, how to do things, how to treat a woman, the differentiation from a female to a woman, the differentiation from a male to a man, because there is a difference. Other races, they have this down pat, and you want to be like that, but we got so much of over discrimination towards each other that we don't even recognize our real brothers and sisters when they are being very genuine. And then even the ones that you would think that are being genuine, behind closed doors, they're really not. They're really not. They're really not at all. They can play and fake the funk all they want to, but really they're not. And I'm talking about these people are more so your role, your role characters that society promotes, and not your role models that are self-made of whom they really are, meaning from the source, from the continuous. Okay? I mean, you got a lot of these people that are playing these role models in society, and that are actors and stuff like that, and rappers, and your celebrities who you think are so proud of their brothers and sisters, so to speak, but really they're not. Behind closed doors, they're not. They don't care. They only want the money. They only want the money. They want to keep you entertained because that's what they're told to do. Self-made people who are role models, ROW, they are self-made from the source, from the continuous. And they actually are out here doing the work to guide their sisters and their brothers. Not disrespecting other races and things like that, but they're actually out here guiding their brothers and sisters, the ones that want to be guided, the ones that want to be led, and not being selfish and boastful about it. That's why I said it's okay for you to have pride for yourself and kind. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. That's why when you see Caucasian people, as what they call them in society, when you see those people, you wonder why they know how to take up for each other. And half of them don't even know each other, but they know that they are the same suit. Okay? They know they all of the same suit, Caucasian. They damn near got the same kind of hair, texture of hair or whatever. And they are already trained to know that they are supposed to be racist with each other, or racist for each other, because they have to put their race first. But it's so-called black people. First of all, you're not black, but in society they call you that because your mind is dim. But I'm gonna tell you, they so-called black people have a big problem with that. First of all, because they don't know who they are. It was a time that they did have pride for one another. When they seen their brothers and sisters, they didn't hate They didn't hate on them when they were accomplishing things in life. They wasn't trying to put their brother or sister down. They would help them. They would, extend them. They will elevate them. You know, sisterhoods were more genuine then. Your sister, your real sister of the same suit of you. You didn't know her. There was real conversations that were had. There were real conversations that were uh, going on. It wasn't fake. It wasn't calling each other bitch, and things like that, which is y'all do and you shouldn't do. You shouldn't do those things, you know, but y'all do it today. And it's like, that's not real at all. I be listening to that, so I'll be like, are you serious? This is why you can't trust nobody, but you'll go and more so trust, Jill or Judy, because you see they they don't even really have a sister, bond, but they know of the same suit that they must protect each other, especially when they come around your complexion, you know. I done heard stories about, you know, um, so-called black young girls going to a, high school or whatever, and, they might be on a team, and the school that they going to is predominantly all white, and, there could be two black girls can be on a team, and, one of the so-called black girls is not feeling it well out of the group, and it could be a whole bunch of, white females or whatnot, and two black so-called black females. I'm gonna tell you something. If one of those black females get out of pocket out of that group that could have like five white females and two black females, and they're all together in a group, if one of them black girls have a problem in that group with of the other girls, that other black girl will not sit up there to nurture her sister. She would be on the side of the so-called black females, I mean so-called white females, rather than her sister, and leave her sister there by herself. And see, this is what we have to stop raising. It's time to start rising and stop raising this bad produced fruit out here that is taking the pride of whom we're supposed to be and where we're supposed to be going, and rising up to being continuously to have pride in our own race. I'm not saying, be disrespectful to other races, or, act like you don't, like other people, unless, it's not exchanged respectfully, then you just separate from those kind of people. So even if somebody don't get this message today, I would say, if you listen to this message and you go share it with somebody and they are not feeling it, then you probably should separate from those people. You really should. Because having pride for your own race, there's nothing wrong with that. Our images are really not put up in this society today like they should be, but because there isn't a founded, not yet, community that is on, like, that is really putting that together honestly, then we're not going to have that. But there's a big possibility that there is communities coming up doing that, because people are getting the message now, and I'm one of the ones to put the message out there. Like I said, slowly but surely, things are going to start to manifest on my channel. Okay. And I am one of many who are out there that are raising a message that is continuous. But it's a way that you give it to people before you just keep on elevating, escalating, continuing to feed it to others, because sometimes other portals have to be opened up to where people will listen and bring it in, and then you guide them and direct them exactly where they're supposed to go. And I'm one of those persons to do that, because I am giving a message to do that. So I have to put it out, because certain people can't get a direct connect. Sometimes they have to go through a different portal in order to get a certain understand, to understand, to overstand that the continuous is coming to speak and wanting to make a connection with other people. So it speaks through people to get to other people. Okay? So this channel will be growing and will be directing you exactly your direction, to your focus, to your forward, to your continuous. Okay? So, I hope, this got to many of you, because I really wanted to speak this out, about that. Your pride for yourself and kind is, it's okay. You can do it. It's all right. Just because society tells you that, the predominant powers that be, you supposed to be servants to them, that's not true. You can have pride for yourself and kind. Be genuine. You sisters should love your brothers, and you brothers should love your sisters. So your children, your future, can have something to look up to. I represent that all the time. The role 13, the real role models, the self-mades, not the role characters, which are the man-mades that society promotes. Real families, real women, real men, not females and males. Okay? Because you want to be programmed with society, that's fine. Stay man-made, but there's self-made real role models, ROW, the one that sits on top and continuing to rise. Okay? Because society, they raise and that's it. Okay? This is a continuous, ongoing, never-ending role, ROW, self-made persons. Okay? And they're out here. They're out here. I'm one of them. So don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Like I always say, I got amazing things coming to this channel. And, if you have any questions or any comments, you can comment down below, or you can email me at melissaj328@gmail.com. That's melissaj328@gmail.com. I'm going to leave the descriptions down below, but you can contact me for business inquiries. If you have any questions about any topics I am speaking about, don't be afraid to email me, or like I said, just comment below and I'll get back with you in a timely fashion. So I just want to say, along your day, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you at my next video.